Hi folks, I'm Matt and welcome to My Expanded Universe, a show where I go through the entire EU in chronological order as best I know how. Folks, we are going to talk about some comic books. Yeehaw! Let's do this. These were written by Matt, and I'm going to pronounce his name as Kent, because K-I-N-D-T, I think his name was. It's kind of weird, but I'm going to say it's Kent. And it was called Rebel Heist. Now, Rebel Heist was a 4-issue miniseries by Dark Horse Comics, and it basically focuses on Han, Leia, Chewbacca, and Luke. Now, this is one interconnecting story, but not told from their point of view. In fact, when the first book comes out, it's about Han, and it's actually about a rebel agent named Jan. Leia's is about a Twi'lek named Sharon, or Serene, how we look through hers. Chewbacca's is from a Imperial agent. You know, I don't think he's giving a name. And then Luke is from a spy. From a spy's point of view. So these are people looking at these characters. I mean, they're interacting too, but they're basically, the adventure is from their point of view, not the hero's point of view, their point of view. And if you saw those covers, and I really like those covers. Now, when I was searching online for covers for these, I saw that there's some alternate covers that I've never seen before, but the ones I bought and have are the ones I just showed you. They look like old propaganda posters, right? You know, and so you look at those and it makes sense because they're seeing the image of someone, what they know about them and what they see about them. Are they different? Do they match up? It's kind of separating the man from the myth, so to speak. Now, just to be clear, the first 3 comics, they do not connect at all. Well, maybe at the third one you see some connections going on, but it's Luke's the final issue with Luke. That's the one that kind of strings all the storylines together because they kind of all end, not on cliffhangers, but they, you know, their stories all end at a certain point, and then Luke comes in, they all just tie up together at the end. It's a neat idea for a story. Now, this was one of the last comic books that was coming out toward the end of Dark Horse's run. The announcement had already been made. I believe at this time we also knew that Dark Horse was going to lose the rights and Disney was going to give them to Marvel, which it totally makes sense because Disney owns Marvel, and why not just give them the rights, especially if, you know, it's expiring, the contract's expiring for Dark Horse. However, I thought it was really shoddy that they announced that before Dark Horse ended their contract because it made all of their comic books seem lame. Like, well, what's the point of buying it? I know that was a fact for a lot of people online at the time because when Rebel Heist came out, they were, and it was other ones too, they said, well, what's the point of buying these if they're not going to be canon anymore? Or they're not, you know, Dark Horse is going to have the ownership anymore. What's the point of reading these? I think they did denounce the EU as non-canon at this point when it came out, and I thought that was just wrong too. I mentioned that a long time ago in an old video, but yeah, I just didn't see the point of that. I thought that was disrespectful to Dark Horse, who had carried the series for so long, that, you know, they kind of, you know, the new decisions by Disney could have been done a little bit differently because it was a kick in the teeth to them. But it's sad because I think this series, which is it's a neat idea, is a story that great? No, it's kind of a generic story, but the idea that you're seeing this from someone else's point of view, that's something different. Dark Horse did a lot of things at the end that I just don't like. This was a good idea. It just needed a better story, but it was a good idea. So like an A for effort is what I'm trying to say here. Now, should you read it? Maybe. You should see it because it's a different idea of what it looks like. It's not imperative in the, you know, connections to all the EU. There aren't that many connections that I could see. And it's, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, it sounds bad, right? Whenever someone says it is what it is, that means it's a bad thing. So let me clarify. It's not bad. It's not the best. It's just an interesting idea done mediocrely. Is that a word even? All right, folks, I'm going to get out of here. See you next time with another video.